Hello everybody, it's Jason with Investing Logically. Hope it's a wonderful day today. So in this video we're going to talk about some very oversold stocks that could potentially do well in the long term. I do think these are all going to double. Just give them time. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Also feel free to like this video so my videos go out to larger ones so more can learn investing in finance. So let's go through those stocks. So the first stock on the list is called CHPT. It is ticker symbol CHPT. So this is a charging station for EVs. We're going to compare their total market share. So you can see from this table, they have a total of 45% of total market share in EV charging stations. Tesla is 19.6% and Blink has 7.4%. So that's really good. They have a majority of these charging stations. So what this tells us is that the ones up there for EV charging stations, level 1 charging stations and level 2 charging stations. So why I think this is cheap is because look, they were here, then they went up, there's a lot of hype, then it went straight down. But that doesn't mean the company's bad, it just means the hype died off and people just sold. It would be a great time to invest because it's basically a double up from this price. They're currently trading around 22 and their highs of nearly $50. So that is like actually more than double. Look at their recent financial results. So you can see they reported 146 million in revenue. So we're going to look at their revenues from 2020 to 2021. So you can see here, their revenue was 144 million in 2020, and in 2021 their revenues were 146 million. So that's a little increase. Majority is from their network charging stations. So 91 million in 2021 compared to 101 million. But then their subscriptions have increased to 40 million compared to 28 million in 2020. Total cost of revenue has decreased, which means they have more gross profit. So 18 million gross profit 2021 of 32 million. So it's really good. Look at their balance sheet. They have 290 million in total assets. You can see that their total liabilities is 944 million. So that is more than the assets. Not a huge difference from the assets. So they have total current debt of 10 million and non-current debt, so that's long-term debt, of 24 million. Cash, they have 145 million, so they have more than enough to pay this off. So in 2020 they had a net loss of 134 million, and in 2021 they had 197 million in net loss. So that is not looking too good. They gained 35 million in the investing activities. Compared to 2020 they had a loss. They also gained 128 million compared to 17 million in their financing activities. So that's really good. That brings their total cash to 145 million, which means they have a positive cash flow of 72 million. So that's really good. So we're now going to look at some analysts' price targets. According to 4 analysts, they have an average price target of $39. So that is really good. So they have a low of 28 and a high of 46. That is extremely good. Trading around $22.46. That's really good. They're nearly up 7.5%. So on the month they're down 25.41%, but on the year they're still up a good 132%. So we're going to use this as a buying opportunity. So for the stock, we're not going to try to time the market. This one is a long-term hold. For this one, we're going to buy how much you can afford and buy at one certain price. They have a 52-week high of $49. That's basically more than double from its current price. So let's say at $1,000 tomorrow, I'll put my whole $1,000 no matter the price tomorrow. Even if this is at $25 tomorrow, it's still a double up. So how long would I hold this stock? This one is a good 5 to 7 years. We know the EV industry is growing. Charging station industry for EVs is also going to increase. So that's what I think. The next cheap stock on the list is called SKLZ. So I talked about this many times. It's clearly a mobile esports platform for mobile games. So that's basically what it is. Esports will be worth almost 2 billion in 2022. We see that is a annual growth rate of 20.7% compared to 2017, $10 a share. So it's really cheap. The reason I say this is because look, it went as high as $43. That is more than a double up. This stock, in my opinion, deserves to be at least a $50 stock. I do think it's going to do well in the near future because we know they have great fundamentals and they have a great future ahead. The gaming industry is growing. So, and also we know large institutions are buying just by visual inspection. It's looking really good. It's all green, which means tons of institutions are buying the stock. Too much. Cafe Awards bought 1.2 million more shares, 1 into 2s on 2 different days and 2 strike prices. Tomorrow when market opens, I put my first 500 on the stock no matter the price. If it drops to even $15, I put my next 500 on the stock. I was this for a minimum of 3 years. So the last cheap stock on the list is called PLTR. Took a small PLTR. I've talked about this many times. To all the way to even $45. Then it went straight down. I think it went down a bit more. It went down huge. So now it's pretty much a double up from its current price. Let's go look at what Cafe Awards is doing with the stock. So you can see in the ARK WETF, they have, this is their 20th holding. They increased massively. They have now 5 million shares, and that is a weighting of 1.71. So then there's a weighting that is a weighting of 1.71. So that's really good. Struck on this one at a certain price and how much I can afford. So if at $1,000 tomorrow, I'll put my full $1,000 on the stock no matter the price, because we believe in this long term. So after you build your position, feel free to average down if you need to. Feel free to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this. Also feel free to like this video so my videos got to larger ones so more can learn investing in finance. Yeah, that was my whole talk on the 3 undervalued, which means oversold stocks. So yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful day today. See you guys next one, and happy investing.